G'day everybody, where's Wally here. So the other day, Flatzoid's interlocutor failed to show and Flatzoid got some A-grade content from my A-grade content about him. And what follows is a lot of Flatzoid doubling down, stuffing up and running around to avoid the inconvenient facts that I presented him. Now we know that it's there and it's 420 kilometers up and we can measure it. And
No, you can't measure it, you calculate it. This is also one thing I want to point out. Calculations and measurements are two different things.
I've never seen a tape measure that's 420 kilometers long, that's for sure.
I mean, how the hell can you claim a calculation is a measurement and pass grade 4?
How the hell did you not learn in grade 3 to do calculations? You must first do measurements. And based on those measurements, we do calculations to determine, in this case, the height of the ISS. Well, Flatzoid, I did ask you many times to explain exactly what do you think we did. And if you can't do that, then you can't claim to be able to debunk me. It is possible that you are just playing the semantic card here, mate, and we all know what that means, don't you, Flatzoid? And to that effect, I just wonder what soundbite I'm about to play for your gut-squirming pleasure, Flatzoid.
Semantics, in other words.
Yeah.
As soon as a person brings up semantics for an argument, you know they don't actually have an argument.
Now let's get into Flatzoid trying to cope with one more orbit. And I really am not sure if I should stop and point and laugh every time Flatzoid deserves it, or whether I should just play this right through in its full Dolby stereo glorious derpness. I think I might just let this play because you guys know exactly what he should have been saying. I don't need to tell you. Just enjoy this and I'll have a little bit of success at the end for you guys to enjoy too. Thanks guys.
As I said, but if you look at their flight logs and you look at everything, they didn't fly circumnavigate north to south. Nope. They went to Antarctica and turned around.
Turned around?
Yep. Just like you showed on screen now. What he's got on screen literally now, guys, he thinks he's showing them go through Antarctica literally. Oh, boy. What happens if you show Antarctica now as an ice wall, guys? They're doing what we're saying, following the ice wall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You mean
so they came in from the west. Well, let's take that. Let's put it. You can put this two ways. You can take South America as the reference to say, okay, they're traveling north, south. That's fine. Okay, let's say they're traveling south straight. They get to the North Pole. Why didn't they carry on going south?
Yeah.
Why did they deviate to east, northeast, in other words?
Because it's too cold.
Oh, no, because they're not going through Antarctica. They're changing direction. You incompetent fool.
They had to because it's freezing. It's so cold. And they haven't got equipment that they can keep them alive in that temperature's flats. You know what I mean? Nobody's ever been there. Nobody's ever stayed alive there. You know what I mean? Nobody's got equipment to survive in them temperatures.
But you understand what he's saying? Look, he's literally got on screen debunking his own claim again.
Yeah.
Literally on screen.
Yeah.
flew south for 9 hours until they were right over the South Pole. Then they were suddenly flying north again. They turned 52 degrees to jump from one polar great circle to another polar great circle.
So they didn't do polar circumnavigation. They changed direction. His own words, they changed direction.
Yeah, exactly. Alan, how do you change direction in space? You've got to flap your hands really, 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 really quickly.
It's insane. I can't believe they present this and they think they got something.
I know it's man.
Is the guy high on acid or something?
Sounds like it.
You know what, Wally, if you need money for glasses, let us know. We'll pray make up a GoFundMe. We'll set up a GoFundMe for Wally's glasses. Because he might need glasses if he doesn't understand that's not doing what we're saying they should be doing. Or maybe he's just too dumb to understand. Changing direction debunks your claim.
Completely.
And here is the airport codes and the times for every leg along the flight.
Yeah, we watched it live. Notice that there you can literally see them changing direction. Well done.
Oh, and I was lucky enough to be able to get some still images of the night sky from the ground as the plane flew over in the dark.
Debunking himself on screen again, showing they actually take a physical curved path away. They're literally changing direction.
Wow, unbelievable. Wow. Does he think that's a straight line, does he?
Oh, wow. How do we make this simple to understand? I don't know.
There are no straight lines on a globe, dude.
No. Yeah, Kayla, that's Wolfie's silly ass.
Hey, Kayla. Yeah, this is part of the Wolfpack, Wally. But yeah, they do work together hand in hand with this. But I'm going to show you now what we had in Discord today as well. It's insane.
Its nav lights were easily seen, and we know this image was taken at the pole. Flatzoid, you should be able to confirm this.
Yeah, taken at the pole, showing they changed direction, literally making our point. You incompetent moron, as I said.
How do you...
And that's not an add-on because it's fact. I'm able to substantiate that you're an incompetent moron because on screen you're debunking your own argument and validating mine by changing direction. Literally.
Yeah.
This is like literally basic fundamental stuff. Okay, this is him. I can't believe you got East wrong. I said, explain what? He was literally lying because, yeah, there was misrepresenting me and blah, blah. He says, that's north, not east.
Huh.
Yeah. Anyway, then he keeps showing this nonsense. You know what he's got on screen now? Obviously, if you're in the middle of Antarctica on your globe, any part away is north.
Yeah.
But they don't use the reference of where Africa is. Africa would be the reference from traveling south, correct? Because on their globe, you're traveling south away from Africa. So in other words, you're coming through that way.
Yeah.
You would be going through that way.
Yeah, just being dishonest completely.
So now all directions is north, guys. So now apparently that's not east anymore. Fine. Let's carry on. So, just me going on and back and forth with some idiots the whole time. And I said I'll draw it out for him. Green line shows going north, south and north, correct? That green line. Because where did they come from? Cape Town, South Africa.
Yeah.
And they traveled straight to Antarctica, okay? To the North Pole, to the South Pole. Are they not supposed to stop in by the South Pole? Fine. Keep your plane in the direction you just landed and take off again.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
What did they do? What's that red line showing there? That's the route they took. That would be east. They traveled northeast. Because what? Australia is on the east. New Zealand is on the east.
He is an simpleton, isn't he?
He's an idiot. So tell me again how I lied and got things wrong, that I can't read 3D maps, which maps are two-dimensional.
I can't read 3D maps either.
Yeah, because they don't exist. Maps are two-dimensional. Look, the only thing that they claim is three-dimensional maps is topographical maps, which you can feel the undulations and stuff. Like they got a flat surface map, which is two-dimensional still, and then they got the continents and mountains and stuff embossed outwards.
But are they to scale, the mountains and that?
To what they believe it to be, but it's just to give a
Yeah.
3D representation of the
Yeah.
topographical shape of that
Yeah.
continent or whatever. The map itself is still two-dimensional.
Yeah, of course.
And by the way, that means that's still actually a great representation of a flat Earth.
Yeah. I was going to say Level Observer showed one about a year ago of Great Britain, and it looked pretty cool. Yeah, that's the only one I've seen, one of Great Britain, one of them topographical maps.
But I mean,
Pretty
that gives a great representation of flat Earther.
Yeah,
Because
absolutely.
it explains it actually perfectly.
Yeah.
The base is flat. Then
Yeah.
you've got topography on the plane.
Yeah.
So a topographical two-dimensional map shows it flat with topography on it for the bevtards that don't understand this.
I've just finished the end of one leg. How do you like that, mate? I already whacked the second piece in. I haven't done the third one yet. If I remember, I'll show you what it looks like before I whack it in the hole. Yeah, so I've got a couple of little levels, slight taper on it, just so it pops in nicely. Oh, haven't put the thread in this one yet. Better do that.